Showing over here. Hello. It says I'm live. Maybe alive. What is this? I can't. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? It's Wanda Budgets. How is everyone doing here? How is everyone doing? I'm gonna remove that. Yep. Hello. Man, it feels like I've been away for quite a while. Feels as though I've been away for quite a while. But glad to be back. Glad to be back. It is Tuesday, folks. It is Tuesday, I think. I don't know. I need to stop. Thank you all for joining me here on this live. I do appreciate it. Thank you all for joining me here on this live. So let's get started. Let's get started with some PSAs. Of course, we have contest number 3 going on. And with regard to contest number 3, if you previously won one of the contests, there's only been 2, of course. You have to wait until one additional cycle is done. So the person that won the last time, which was Urban Backyard Container Gardening, he cannot participate in contest number 3. He can't participate in contest number 3. He'll have to wait until contest number 4 to participate. Hello, Regina. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, thanks for being here. I am lost. Okay, what is going on? I don't see that you're highlighted, so I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm going to continue on. So if you won a contest previously, you have to wait. You can't participate in the next contest. You have to wait until the following contest to participate. That is with regards to the contest. Also, if you share, yes, YouTube has done it. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So of course you can share me on the lives or on the silent lives. If you share me outside of that, I'm not going to know that you have done that. So you'll have to tell me that you share me out on your lives. And I think Kirby Key mentioned something about tagging me. And I guess that way I will see it, possibly in my notifications or something or another like that. But the best bet and the best way for me to capture it is if you actually do it on a live or a silent live. And if you do decide to do it outside of that, then to come to one of the lives and say that you dropped my link previously. And of course, it would need to be showing so that I can see it. Hopefully that was clear as mud, folks. And as usual, 2 emoji limit in the lives, the shorts, the pre-recorded videos. And if I ever do a premiere, 2 emoji limit in the chat. And of course, like I mentioned, yes, YouTube has done it. So I guess I need to go back in and set you up as a moderator again. But I guess they're still testing their new feature for moderators. And the Average Genius Show is not canceling you. It's it's YouTube doing such a thing. Okay. Oh, it's all over for the testing. Okay, never mind that. I will strike that out. Yeah, it's all over for the testing. I did see the note that popped up when I went to do the live, but I don't know all the particulars, but thank you for that. Hello, Irumbi. Brenda, how are you? Thanks so much for being here. And on to the contest. As you know, if you 2 emoji limit in the chat, Irumbi, 2 emoji limit in the chat. Okay, so let me go over here. Wait a minute, not that one. Okay, so that should fix it. Yes. Yes. So the contest number 3, folks. The rules are still the same, different prize. So the rules are doing my lives, such as this, and my silent lives. If you share me out during my lives to your community wall, You will get your link dropped in the chat at that time. And also your name will be entered into the hat for the drawing for the contest prize every Sunday. And the prize for this Sunday will be free sponsorship on Wanda Budgets and Beyond. And how that works is like contest number 2 was supposed to work before I had to take care of some personal business. Every time that I go live, I will say that this live is sponsored by whoever the winner of the contest is. Then I will do my live, and once my live is done, I will say this live was brought to you by whoever the contest winner is. And that is how it will go for 7 days. After the live, I will post your link to my community wall here on Wanda Budgets and Beyond. And other items will be posted there also in too. And yes, that is it. So if you want to be entered into the contest, share me out to your community wall during a live such as this or a silent live, and of course get your link dropped and then your name entered into the hat for the show. Good night, Irumbi. Brenda, thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. 2 emoji limit in the chat, folks. 2 emoji limit in the chat. Hello, Jay Tahoe. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. So that is the contest rules and the prize for the contest. The announcements, the 2 emoji limit. And of course, my moderator, the AI Virginia Show, is putting in information and speaking to everyone here. So if I don't speak to you, it's because I'm just missing it. I'm trying to focus on what it is that I'm saying, but my moderator, the AI Virginia Show, will catch you. And most of the time I do. I'll circle back around. As you know, this is a budgeting channel. It's Wanda Budgets and Beyond. And some of the titles that I talk about, of course, budgeting and beyond could be anything. Yes, what's going on with your money? It's been a minute. It has been a minute. The weekend has just passed. Were you all able to stay on budget? Hopefully so. Hopefully so. It is crunch time, folks. In my brain, I'm calling it crunch time because all of the holidays, the major holidays, in my opinion, are upon us, where lots of cash is involved for the most part. And I understand that people, may spend money during other holidays, but we know that Christmas is a big money holiday where people are spending lots of money buying gifts, traveling to meet family and friends, surprising people that they don't even know, the less fortunate, etc., with food, gifts, toys for their children that may be, with them in their unfortunate circumstance during the holiday season, and of course Thanksgiving, of course more travel, more being with family, all of that good stuff. So money during these upcoming holiday seasons, and of course, Halloween is coming up also in two. And some people really go out for Halloween also in two. How is your money looking? Did you do your budget? I know we're 17 days in, but did you get your budget done? We have to be mindful of the money. Yes, coin watch, always in effect, but definitely on the weekends. And hopefully you all were able to stay on budget. Yeah. And of course, as you all know, I do the cash envelope method, which has really been helpful to me. So hopefully next year, or maybe you can start now stuffing away some cash in an envelope for Thanksgiving itself and or Christmas. Going to be kind of tight depending on how much you're trying to save, but nonetheless, you can save. You can save nonetheless, I should say. But definitely when the new year rolls around, you will have the entire year to stash away some cash in an envelope for all the different holidays and occasions that you would like to spend money to show your love to folks or treat your own self, etc. All of that good stuff. And of course, maybe for your anniversary and all of that good stuff, your own birthday, your spouse's birthday, significant other birthday, all of that good stuff. Yes, hashtag be debt free in going into 2024, hopefully, or when 2024 is done and you're going into 2025, you can be debt free. And of course, people have varying definitions as to what being debt free means. It could be no, no debt except for their mortgage, or totally everything. Just depends. But nonetheless, a McDonald's date. I saw this a video with regards to Cheesecake Factory. They're getting a whole lot of publicity. Cheesecake Factory, and this young man took a young lady to the Cheesecake Factory, and I guess she refused to get out of the car from what I saw on the video. All of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. So, what about McDonald's? Has anyone ever told or said, hey, let's go to McDonald's for a date? Or you got in a car and you actually went to McDonald's or some fast food restaurant like that, Wendy's or Burger King, for a date with a guy? Oh my goodness, I would probably, I don't know. I might enjoy it. Maybe I'm too. I got a whole husband and been married for too long where nothing will surprise me. Cover up these guys. I guess maybe some of these guys are saying, I'm working too hard for my money and I don't know what I'm going to get at the end of the night. So I'm just going to go the cheap route. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, in the video, or at least the video part that I saw, and I don't know whether it is a skit or not, but I just found it interesting and somewhat entertaining. She said that she was too beautiful for the Cheesecake Factory, etc. And she started recording it. Of course, that is how I know, and the others know. And people have been reviewing it, critiquing it, giving their perspective, their point POVs, their point of views on the whole thing, etc. And trust, it runs the gamut. It runs the gamut. But she said she was too beautiful for the Cheesecake Factory. And per this part of the video that I saw, and of course there are numerous out there, the guy got back in the car, they were talking, and he said that he had made reservations for I guess, an upscale restaurant, but when he picked her up, and the time was supposed to be 4, he waited a whole hour for her before she came downstairs, and they missed the reservation at the upscale restaurant because he must have showed her the reservation on his phone or something or another in the vehicle. And yeah, she kind of sort of missed out. So now brings us to this. What if what if the guy say, hey, why don't you cook on the first date? How would that go? She would probably be like, her eyes would probably get this big and like, what? I am not a traditional woman. I don't do that. Should have been on her, oh, I'm a feminist and all this other type of stuff. Like, how dare you ask me to cook? But she was too beautiful for the Cheesecake Factory. That was interesting. Thank goodness I haven't had an experience like that. And I'm not too good for cheese. I'm not too good for Taco Bell, really, at this point. Well, my husband, of course, I'm not, but but I'll probably be taken aback and like, oh wow, what is this? What is this that's going on here? If somebody was trying to take me to not Cheesecake Factory, but to McDonald's or something another like that. But I'm too beautiful or I'm too good for. But she would have probably passed out had he said, why don't you cook me a meal? Show me what I'm working with. But when you first start dating someone, courting and all this other type of stuff, you want to possibly go somewhere where you can get to know the person. You don't want to invade their privacy, their home. You don't know them, and you're going to be behind closed doors, locked doors, and all this other good stuff. So very interesting, very interesting. So back into the real world, folks, back into the real world. It's only a test. You're talking about with regards to the dating, the first date, etc. I think everything is a game or test. I always say that. I say that a lot. Everything is a game. But yeah, you're just trying to get to know the person somewhat, see where their headspace is, hopefully. And of course, when I think in my brain, when a guy is expending their time and money, I think they're looking for some on the back end. Pardon the pun, I think there's one there. But nonetheless, the United Auto Workers are still striking from the information that I gathered before coming on here. They are still striking. And I do have 2 stories in here, and part of it I want to read just to look both the cook, the cook at home. Yes. Yes. Um, that was about the electrical vehicles. And I did have a question, but I don't want to bring it up because I don't know, it's a little interesting. But the first story that I have, okay, let me see, it comes from a Michael, a Michael Wayland, CNBC, on the 12th. It's published the 12th of October, says here at 3:23 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It was updated the same day at 4:12. And it's talking about Ford says it's at its limit of what it can offer UAW as strike escalates. And the things that it goes on into the story. So that's why I gave where I found it, so you can go back and check it out for yourself. And I wanted to read these two little paragraphs. Electric vehicle, yeah, with regards to the electrical vehicle batteries, because now they're trying to, GM, Ford, and Stellantis, they're trying to catch up with, the I guess the Hondas and the Toyotas, whatever, that had hybrids out already way long before they did, and electrical vehicles out, and of course Tesla, big electric in my brain, vehicles out already. The American automakers are trying to play catch up, so they're going to be bringing on. Well, they have the Chevy Volt, but they're going to be bringing on other models of vehicles, all electric, and they are trying to GM to delay all electric truck production at Michigan plant until late 2025. But with regards to the electrical batteries, this is what it says. Electric vehicle battery plants have been a major point of contention for the union in bargaining with all three of the Detroit automakers, Ford, GM, General Motors, and Stellantis, have all formed joint ventures with battery makers to manufacture EV, electrical vehicle batteries, in the United States. Great. Officially, because they're owned by joint ventures, the battery plants aren't and won't be covered by the automakers' agreements with the union. Interesting. So they found some little carve out to cut out the unions and any what have you with regards to electrical vehicles, which I think they're trying to get every vehicle going forward, maybe 2035, 2040, to be electrical. That's a whole nother topic by itself. But now they're finding ways like, hey, we can cut out all of this union type stuff and don't have to pay these people a decent wage, et cetera, if you want to view it that way, so that they can keep profits, and they will need to make profits in order to have the workers. So it's like a symbiotic relationship. Okay, the union has characterized the joint venture arrangement as a plan to shut it out of the new factories, of course, many of which are under construction now. Yes, they see what it is that you're doing now and have done in the past with regards to unions and strikes, and they don't want to be caught, in the middle of, oh, whoa, 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 we got another strike at the electrical vehicles when they're trying to go all electric. They don't want that drama again and again and again. They don't want to have to keep going back to the negotiation table with you. They would just rather hire non-union folks and be done with it. And it also goes on to say, it says, but the UAW said last Friday that GM had agreed to place the workers at those battery plants under its national agreement with the union, a strong hint that it now expects Ford and Stellantis to do the same. Well, maybe they'll just cut GM out of the joint venture and voila, they don't have to do it. Hi, Tim Windsor. How are you? Thanks for being here, and thank you for your continued support. I do appreciate it. I see each and every time that you either come to my live or check out my cash stuffing videos. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Mr. Tim Windsor, thank you so much. So yeah, for the electrical vehicle batteries, they already did a joint venture, and supposedly GM is a part of it, but the auto workers, United Auto Workers, the union, is saying that GM agreed to go along with the unions with regards to the electrical vehicle battery thing for them, for GM. So maybe Stellantis and Ford will just kick GM out of the joint venture and just do their own thing, and then GM can do their thing. They're finding ways to cut out the union workers in my brain to get non-union workers. This is just me, theorizing what it is that they're doing, because they don't, like I said, they don't have time for the drama. We can't keep stopping production here and there, this place, that place, and the other place. because you want to go on strike, you want more benefits, you want a livable wage, you want retirement, you want pensions, what have you, things that people should be getting anyway. So of course you can argue both sides, etc. So yeah, they're finding ways to get rid of you. And of course, if they find a way, oh yes, 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 two emoji limits. Mr. Tim Winter, YouTube rule, two emojis solely Spanish. Yes, they're finding ways to cut folks out. And the second story, and I'm just going to read part of it. Uh, would be helpful if I give the thing. Let me see who did it. Fast Money. I think this is CNBC also. And part of it was Executive Chair Bill Ford, but the CEO is Mr. Farley, and his name is mentioned in here. But I want to read these two things, which was very interesting with regard to the United Auto Workers and their perspective on people, jobs, etc. in my brain. The United Auto Workers leaders have called us the enemy in these negotiations. This is Executive Chair Bill Ford, who is the great grandson of Henry Ford. The UAW's leaders have called us the enemy in these negotiations, but I will never consider our employees as enemies. This should not be Ford versus the UAW, Ford said. It should be Ford and the UAW versus Toyota and Honda, Tesla, and all the Chinese companies that want to enter our home. And the UAW president, Sean Fain, countered Ford's plea by ratcheting up the pressure. And this is what UAW president is saying. Bill Ford knows exactly how to settle the strike. Instead of threatening to close the Rouge, he should call up Ford CEO Jim Farley, tell him to stop playing games and get a deal done, or we'll close the Rouge for him, he said in a statement. It's not the UAW and Ford against foreign automakers. It's auto workers everywhere against corporate greed. Well, and I'm going to stop here for a little commentary. The auto workers that are working in the non-union states or the right to work states, haven't heard them complain or what have you. Now, there's probably rumblings. Everyone, may be dissatisfied with something, but they are there, they are working, and they know that, hey, if they leave, they don't have any union, so they don't have any rights, and then the next person can come along and just take their job. Which goes back to the question that I had, can folks here just come along and take their jobs? Probably not. They probably got something in the contract. But I digress. If Ford wants to be the all-American auto company, they can pay all American wages and benefits. Workers at Tesla, Toyota, Honda, and others are not the enemy. They're the United Auto Workers, members of the future. And that was interesting to me. And I understand, you want to get more people in the collective so you can be strong, et cetera, et cetera. But that just shows you what their main goal is. Why he should not have said, in my brain, should not have said that, and should have just said, hey, we're working to get our members that are on strike at these different plants in these different locations, better wages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Not mention that the ones that are ununionized, bringing them in to become unionized, because now you're just focusing on bringing people in, that type of thing, and not focusing on that. And I get it. You can have two things going on at the same time, but two competing things, which is interesting. But here we are. So now we're just trying to get, more workers. Those folks that, are not union now, they will become union at some point, because that's what we're going to work towards. And then it went on, it says, how are workers responding? One person said, Latosha Smith said that I trust Sean Fain, the UAW president. Okay, great. She's a 4-year work at the plant. All the steps he's taken is for the cause. Okay. And Tamika Jennis, a worker at the plant for roughly 5 years, said, of course, she'd like to come to a resolution, but it's worth it. She later added, we're doing what we've got to do. Okay, we'll see how all of that plays when December comes, Christmas comes, and you're not back on the thing. We'll see how that plays. And of course, when you're looking at your, bank account and maybe your rent's due, your mortgage due, we'll see how that plays. Now, Jeff Nichols, a guy, of course, a body shop worker at the plant who was laid off due to the strike, said he wishes that the sides will come to a conclusion a lot sooner than later. He would also like union leaders to be more transparent regarding exact details of the company's proposals. So maybe he is reading things, maybe he is reading things in the news that he is not hearing from the union leadership wherever it falls. And and for him, that might be a little problematic. It goes on to say Nickel, who's been an auto worker for over 11 years, said he knows it's an unpopular opinion, but he support Ford's current proposal, including a 23% wage increase. That's a lot. Okay, what I've been getting is good enough. So any little bit of extra does help, especially with the current economy, he said. The way I look at it too is the amount of time that we're off that also plays into how long it's going to take for us to make a difference for the amount of money that we lose every single week. Now, this person has his head screwed on right. He has his head screwed on right because he's looking at the big picture. Okay, well, we're going to have to, it's going to be a while before we can make up for the lost time that we spend here striking to get back what it is that they're going to give us in the end. And at some point, someone is going to break. And it may be the auto and maybe the auto workers, I mean, not the workers, the auto manufacturers, but trust and believe they will come back and get you one way or the other, one way or the other, because they're going to have some type of outs or what have you, uh, in that contract. And so, and at some point, when the chatter amongst the the union members starts kicking up like this Jeff Nichols did in this story, the people will see, and they will be heard. Like, hey, get us back to work. My mortgage, my rent, my children need this, that, and the other. I was having a harder enough time working and buying food, and now I don't have any money, to do all the things that I need to do with my money, even the bare basics, and it is something. So, like I mentioned before, we have to be careful about, and I'm not saying anything bad about unions, never been in a union, but we have to be careful and make sure that we are covering and protecting ourselves when we are in a union. So budgeting is key. Budgeting is key. Thank you so much for sharing me out. The A.I. Virginia Show, Spiller Girl TV, His Grace and Mercy, Regina's Meat Oil, the A.I. Virginia Show, the Virginia Show, and Goddess of Love. Goddess of Love. Yeah, so I didn't have a whole lot tonight, just getting back. Thank you all so much for being here. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the replay gang also. And to, yes, we have to plan ahead for occasions such as this. Either when people go on strike, you totally lose a job for whatever reason, you lost because of something you did and you knew what you did was wrong, or your job went away, or your hours got cut, any and everything that may happen to you or to your significant other, wife, etc., that you depend on their income also, and to help with the bills and your daily living expenses, etc. So yeah, there's a lot. And once again, contest number 3 is underway, folks. Contest number 3 is underway. Doing the live such as this and my silent lives. Share out that live to your community wall. Get your link drop, of course, and also have your name go into the hat for the drawing on Sunday, every Sunday. And the prize will be free sponsorship here on Wanda Budgets and Beyond. Free sponsorship here on Wanda Budgets and Beyond. And the way that works is when I go live, I will say that this live is being sponsored by whoever the winner is of contest number 3. I will do my live. And at the end of the live, I will say this live was brought to you by the winner of contest number 3. And then I will close out the live. And of course, as always, post your link to my community wall. And it will be free sponsorship for 7 days from Sunday upcoming until the next Sunday, when another contest will be underway and a new drawing will happen. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Yes, free sponsorship is the grand prize. Free sponsorship is the grand prize. I can hardly talk. But yeah, I am going to close out this live, folks. I'm going to close out this live, but you will see me shortly. You will see me shortly. Yes, and don't forget to check out Cash into Envelopes, my backup channel, Cash into Envelopes, co- envelopes. Content coming, there's content over there already, but new content is coming very soon, very soon. New content is coming. New content is coming. Cash into envelopes. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the replay gang, replay crew. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.